Oh, y'all fools my sons.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Let's go, fellas.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Now again, right side. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit him so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Hines.
Naheem Hines, the ball carrier. Sean Lee on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right. He's tight.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go. Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Motion. Reset. Let's go.
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julian Edelman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ran,
Come this way. Here we go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Tackles. Switch. Showing it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They give it to Williams, running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
We're going to 53.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
26.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Check 53 is mine. Oh, yeah.
Gun. 26.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal.
We're going to 53.
53 is mine. 50. Go. Let's go, defense.
26.
Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18.
They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, Back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
53. I'm coming for you, son. Swear. Hey. 53.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's complete to the fullback, James Devlin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 53 is the mark. On the ball. Go. Get out.
Prescott on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
52 is the mic right here.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Trubisky on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Under 10.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now it's Trubisky. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Vikings.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Prescott now from the 50. This is caught by Ginn. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
53 at the mark.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Check 52. There we go, kill.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On second and 11 now. Prescott, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Get off the field.
My 50. Hey, tight.
Check 24.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's going to be caught. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Trubisky will throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Sanders. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
First down, Vikings.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Another run with Sanders. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Prescott to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. He's like, kill. 47. Check 53.
Here's Prescott. Caught by the tight end Ertz. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Zach Ertz with time running out, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Check, 59, 59. One twist.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
In your face.
Hey, exit. Alert.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Sponge.
Lock in.
No.
Trubisky to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check pass.
Ran. Hey, ball. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check three.
Blue.
Mike part 9. Y'all not ready. 59 Mark. Check, 59. Night, sweetheart.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It only affects the final score as it was the touchdown on the last play that had already sealed the deal. But it's 2 points nonetheless. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it,